Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49 and we got some really good spoilers on Facebook regarding the new Titan Tola event. Not really sure how it goes, but I'm gonna read everything just with you guys. And since we're getting a new Titan Tola, I think it is time to show you my new Titan Tola build. I didn't change much about my build, but I did change few things. I did replace one immortal and a couple of skills. So before we get into the build, I wanna read what is going on Facebook. So here we go. So a major event in the new version, the Universe Ripper, is coming as Melina's ambitions burns ever so wildly. Mecha monsters are gonna rip apart the entire universe. So I believe this is gonna be a universal event among all the servers that are in the same season. Remember Melina, the driver of Titan Tola? Her ambition never subdued. This time, she has invented 3 new mecha monsters which will appear on the lands of all lords. Participating in the season, brace yourself for the challenge. Behold, the magma spewing from their backs is that fear running down your spine. Feeling hyper. Anyway, so this is how it's gonna look like. I believe this is the one that we have right now, if I'm not mistaken. It looks kinda... well, the one that we have right now looks kind of purple. The one that shows in the picture is kind of red. And this is a green and blue one. And it is the event maybe is going to be called Time Rift Breaker. And as I understand from the post here, the HP of the monsters of the new Titan Tola will be shared among all the servers. Similar to what we have right now, the 3 Titan Tolas that are appeared in the same server IP are being shared together. Their HP is the same HP bar for each and every one. So I believe this one is HP is gonna be way more than the one that we have right now, because the Titan Tola that we have right now lasts for less than 30 seconds in a big server, maybe 30 to 40 seconds if we're kinda a bit late or not that much people are gathered around the Titan Tola. Anyway, we have been very excited about this event for a very long time, and finally it is here, and not sure how it's gonna be like, but I'm very excited. Anyway, let's move into my Titan Tola build. My build, I don't really have Kuplai, which is the best immortal to have against Titan Tola at the current meta, because of his ultimate skill that increases the physical damage that the Titan Tola takes up to 90% if he managed to get all 3 stacks. Anyway, the build that I have right now, I'm using Alex, and I'm using Hippolyta, I'm using Sign Duke, and I'm using Emperor Ken. Emperor Ken mainly is to boost Alex's damage, and Sign Duke, I'm using her ultimate skill because it applies lots of damage. I think since I don't have an artifact for Yushi, and I don't have a very good artifact for Sign Duke as well, they are kinda dealing the same amount of damage. As you can see here, it dealt 26 million damage. Also, I don't have Snipe, so I'm trying to work out with what I got. Anyway, I was very lucky in this report because I've got over almost 50 million damage from lifelink alone. However, you can see that my Alex dealt a lot of damage. Anyway, as for the skills that I'm using Combo Anger and Wind Rage on Alex. These are currently the best skills that I have for Alex. In case you have a skill such as Berserker, then you can replace Anger. However, you will keep Combo and you will keep Wind Rage. Speaking, if you have the same immortals. If you have Kuplai, then I believe it is safe to say that you can replace Alex and replace a couple of skills here. For Hippolyta, and of course I'm using Absolute Defense, I'm using Lifelink, and I'm using an Aura, which is Berserk. As I mentioned earlier in my previous videos, Absolute Defense and Lifelink is probably the best set of skills to use against Titan Tola. For Sign Duke, I'm using Onslaught because it gives 10% more physical attack compared to Dual Master. The only thing that is good about Dual Master is the Wound Immune, and I don't really need it here because it doesn't really work against the Titan Tola. And I'm using Rage Blessing because I want all the 3 immortals to cast their skills as fast as possible in order to take place or take effect during War Blessing, which is the first 12 seconds of the battle. I'm using Weakness to amplify Sign Duke's damage, and Hippolyta is gonna help with her damage as well. For Emperor Ken, I'm using Sacrifice. It works very well if the buff went to Alex or Duke, or maybe both at the same time. Not that much if it went to Hippolyta and Duke. My main damager here is Alex. And of course, I'm using both blessings, Warp Blessing and Speed Blessing, mainly for Alex, but Warp Blessing could work for Hippolyta and Duke if it took effect with Rage Blessing. For the artifacts, I have 3 exclusive artifacts for Ken, Hippolyta, Alex, and I don't really have a good artifact for Duke, but I'm working on one. Anyway, this is the build that I'm using right now. This is probably the best build that you can use if you don't have Kublai or if you don't have Siegfried as well. I believe Siegfried is dealing lots of damage to the Titan Tolla that I think if you used him with Kublai, he's gonna deal a lot of damage, but I don't have both. So this is what I'm working with currently, and it's giving me a lot of good reports. I have a couple more reports. Let me show you. This was the final blow, so I didn't deal that much damage. This was a normal hit, 3.7%. This is almost 3%, but I didn't get the lifelink. Oh, I dealt lots of damage from lifelink here as well, but Alex didn't deal that much damage. This wasn't so bad either. Alex dealt a lot of damage here, almost, well, it is almost 82 million damage from Alex. However, Combo did broke a lot. Combo dealt as much damage as his normal attacks. And here, almost 3.5%. Lots of damage from Alex and lifelink as well. Anyway, this will be all for this video. I'm very excited for the new event. Not sure how it's gonna turn out, but I'm very, very excited about it. This will be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.